It's Super Week on 101 ESPN, brought to you by Domino's Pizza and Logan College of Chiropractic.
DeMarco Farr and Kevin Carter played in the Super Bowl in Atlanta 11 years ago, and the weather was similar to this. Kevin Carter joins us at the table. So were you able to get around Atlanta that week?
I don't remember. Do you remember the ice at all?
I just remember the entire city almost kind of being like a little quiet.
Yeah.
A little more quiet than it would have been had the weather been favorable, I guess.
I just remember being tired.
Yeah.
Going to bed.
Yeah.
I mean.
The week was so surreal. There was so much energy, and we didn't have, I guess now that sometimes they have that break.
Yeah.
Right.
Or they have, a week. We didn't have that.
No.
We were right after, Tampa, it was like, okay, let's go.
I remember sitting on the bench. This is what I realized, or think when I think about the Colts. Sitting on the bench at practice with Leslie Visser.
Yeah.
At practice. You remember that? Yeah, she's on the bench with us.
Really?
Because she's cold. She's
Right.
like, huddle around me, get cold. You remember
Right.
that? That was
I remember.
funny, man.
I remember.
Casey, Marshall going into the Hall of Fame, number one, deserving, correct?
Yes, of course. All day long.
First ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt.
No doubt. And you remember this, and we used to come into, my favorite meeting of the week is always Frank Gans's meeting, of course, special teams, whatever. But coming in there and, Frank Gans would always have something to say about somebody in the room, and it was usually somebody that was doing something above and beyond and whatever, their normal job description. And he loved to call out Marshall. He loved to put Marshall's film. He loved to say, hey, you guys, when you guys were doing offense or defense, Marshall Faulk was over here, and he was a gunner on the punt team. He was this, and he gave us a look. He helped us do this. And, and I used to come in there every day, Marshall. I felt like Jan Brady. I was like, golly, it's just, anyway.
Well, we see Marshall the same way. Cool, calm.
Right.
Saw him the other day. This has actually unnerved him.
Yeah.
He's nervous.
Really?
I've never seen Marshall nervous in my life.
I've never seen Marshall nervous. Like you said, in my life.
Yeah.
Marshall was the most composed, have it together person, and he had the most elusive personality.
Yes. Who is he?
You don't know. Is he a Renaissance man? Is he you don't know. I mean, and Marshall could be sitting right next to you for an hour in a bar, and this has happened before.
Yeah.
He's been sitting right next to me, and I didn't even know he was there.
I
Okay.
said Marshall works for the CIA.
He does.
He's a spy.
He's a sleeper agent.